has always shown us he got that arm power, and in a recent training video, he proved he might actually have what it takes to bring Van down. He showcased how much damage he can do, leaving Dan Davis pretty much intimidated. But this is not the entire story of confidence. You believe you accomplished those things. Yes, I got in his head. A little bit, didn't want to do too much, but I got in his head. A little bit. Did you see something in his eyes that suggested you were getting over? Yes, he looked a little intimidated. You know what I mean. Even his brother Frank Martin has released a training video that has left his upcoming opponent, Van Davis, feeling intimidated. This video showcases Martin's intense and passionate training regimen, showcasing his incredible dedication and boxing training is notoriously involving a series of demanding workouts designed to push fighters to their limits. Or is this the first time that you've been face to face with them like that? No, I saw them before in Mayweather Jai before, but nothing really personal, just two young guys that's trying to make something. Heavy bag training in particular is a huge part of any serious boxer routine. It tests a boxer's strength, endurance, and technique. And it's clear that Frank Martin takes this aspect of his training very serious. In the video, Martin bag sessions are nothing short of amazing. His punches are powerful, precise, and relentless, showcasing his determination and discipline. Frank Martin is known for his attention to detail and rigorous training methods. He doesn't waste a single moment during his heavy bag sessions. A series of striking combinations, quick footwork, and tactical body movements. Pun in the sport. Everybody knows that, so is part of that. They don't know that I set them a trap the whole time. So you're the puncher, you're to go forward, aggressor. Martin's training techniques might seem harsh to some, but they are deeply rooted in the culture and psychology of boxing. He believes in pushing beyond one's limits to achieve success, and this follows every punch he throws. Dan Davis has found himself feeling the pressure. After watching Martin's training video, Davis is known for his incredible strength and skill, but seeing Martin's dedication and intensity has given him pause. The video reveals not only Martin's physical expertise, but also his willingness to push himself to the absolute limit. Frank Martin's training video has not only intimidated Davis, but also captivated all of us fans and critics. You can say, I know that's what you believe. I don't think for a second that you don't think you're great, right? Yes, but it just what make me like so good. Just I know how to make a fight. Fans are eagerly awaiting the match, knowing that it promises to be a thrilling display of power, technique, and strategy. Martin's explosive approach to heavy bag training is not just a show, it's a clear indicator of his readiness to dominate in the ring. Under Mart's intense training regimen, he has perfected his techniques to perfection. This comes right after face-off in the press conference, and it clearly didn't seem like Dan was intimidated by Frank. Here, matter of fact, Tank Davis claims he intimidated challenger Frank Martin during their face-off at the press conference. Davis believes he intimidated Martin and even his brother. Whether Davis genuinely thinks he scared Martin is questionable, because it won't change the fact that Martin is determined to win. I appreciate that the victory over Tank would be life-changing for Martin, potentially leading to a rematch with big numbers at the gate. And on Tank's, Martin will be broadcast live on PBC on Prime Video. From the MGM Grand Garden Arena, inner David Benavidez will move up to light heavyweight to fight Alexander Gick for the WBC interim 175 pounds title. I got in his head a little bit. Yeah, he was a little intimidated. Even his brother, the people that were with him, looked intimidated, said Dan Davis to Puff calm about how he believes he scared Frank Martin during their face-off. Davis's assertion adds an extra layer of the already that you don't think you're great, right? Yes, but it just would make me like so good. Just I know how to make a fight or do what I want to do inside the ring. However, it will take more than psychological tactics for Tank Davis to defeat Frank Martin. Unlike Davis's previous opponent, Ryan Garcia, who hesitated after getting their fight we got to see on June 15th. If he's really intimidated, I spared him before at the Mayweather gym. Nothing really personal. It was just two young guys trying to make something out of nothing. Me like so good. Just I know how to make a fight or do what I want to do inside the ring. You know, I mean, when he start tank doesn't specify when the sparring occurred. But it's irrelevant. Martin is now a different fighter and will be fully prepared to seize this big opportunity to elevate his career. He knows he's facing an opponent who was hurt in his previous fight. They don't know until they get in there and wind up doing it. And it happens they get caught. And they're like, damn, I made a mistake. They don't know that I set a trap the whole time. Tank Davis, they don't know that I set them a trap the whole time. So you're the puncher, you're the go forward aggressor. Floyd established that CRA, you can say it, I know. That's what you believe. I don't think for this confidence in his strategy has been a key factor in Tank's success. He has faced mostly sluggers like Ryan Garcia, Romero, Isaac, and Garcia easier to set tracks at. However, facing a skilled boxer like Frank Martin will test Tank's ability to adapt and control the fight. What makes Tank Davis formidable is his ability to dictate the fight. He has the craft. It depends if I want him to be the boxer. That's what makes me great. What makes me so great is I can make a fighter do what I want to do inside the ring. When he starts doing it, that's when I can pick him apart, said Tank Davis. About Martin, adaptability and control have allowed Davis to put on great performances. Every time he the lights, think for a second that you don't think you're great, right? Yes. But it just what make me like so good. Just I know how to make a fight or do what I want to do inside the ring. Davis is also focused on entertaining the fans and delivering knockout. Put on a great performance every time I'm under the lights and be myself for the most part. Most important is to be great under the lights whenever I fight, whoever I fight, just to make sure I can be explosive and much better than the next person, said Tank. We are all eager to see if Tank can live up to his words and provide an entertaining fight on June 15th. This upcoming fight promises to be a war between two highly skilled fighters. Frank Martin will come in looking for a knockout, fully aware of the stakes and the opportunity to change his career trajectory. The intense build-up combined with the contrasting styles of Davis and Martin sets the stage for a thrilling showdown. Make sure I can sell tight. People want to see knockouts. So that's what I have to deliver, said Tank Davis. His focus and if that fans are in for and a fight go forward. Aggress. Floyd established that crap. You can say I know that's what you believe. I don't think for a second that you don't think you're great, right? That's but it just what make me like so good. Just you figured out just exactly what you had to do. Was that the case? You just taking Floyd's fight or William? Speaking of the build-up that is happening, the press conference by itself was one big event and key player, and all our eyes on this. And we a bit excited as son Davis and Frank Martin clash verbally and physically. The press conference intended to promote the fight card was dominated by the fiery exchanges between Davis and Martin, despite the presence of other notable fighters, including David Benavidez and Alexander Gasiuk, who will battle for the WBC interim light heavyweight belt. It was the light who stole the spotlight. It's a different beast in front of him. It's a different beast in front of him. Nobody that's walking with him, holding him hand in hand, is not going to be able to save him. June the 15th, I'm telling you, and it's a lot of __. Built up. It's a lot built up from the moment they faced off. Tensions were high. Davis slapped Martin's hand away. Security to intervene and separate the two fighters. This aggressive start set the tone for the rest of the event. Davis never wanted to shy away from confrontation. Made it clear that he believes is all talk. He's doing a lot of talking. He's trying to show he's a front runner. Davis said I'm telling you, it's a different beast in front of him. No one that is walking with him will be able to save him on June 15th. And there's a lot of __. Built up, and I'm going to take it out on him. I'm sorry, it's got to be him. Davis has not fought since April last year when he delivered a 7th-round body shot knockout against Ryan Garcia. Just to follow his career, hit a stumbling block soon after when he spent 44 days in prison for violating the terms of a previous sentence related to a hit-and-run incident in November 2000. 120, it's the problem. But that little female you got, she probably around here somewhere. I catch up with her. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with that, let's move on. Listen, this is a tremendous fight. June the 15th, Saturday, and GM Grant. This incident had initially seen him sentenced to home detention, probation, and community service. But violations of these terms landed him back in jail, now free and ready to return to the ring. Davis is focused on making a strong comeback against the undefeated Frank Martin, despite being interrupted multiple times by Davis, remains steadfast in his